Currently, every time you try to talk to your partner, either they shut down, they ignore you, they avoid you, or it ends up in a blazing row about a million things that aren't relevant. You don't solve the problem, you have the same argument over and over again. So if this is you, this is what you're doing wrong, this is what we all do wrong. You're talking to them in your language, in your style of communication, not theirs. Okay, that's why no matter how many times you say it, they just don't get it, or they don't respond, they don't open up. It's because you're communicating in your language, not theirs. And when that doesn't work, you keep doing it. And when it doesn't work, you say to yourself, what is wrong with this person? You know, they're selfish. They're so stubborn. They've got a problem. They're not communicating with me because of this, that, and the other. Yeah. This is so normal. It's called being human. This is what we all do. So you keep trying the same thing over and over again. And then you say, well, I tried and it didn't work. It's not my fault. This is what everybody does. It's so normal. I spent years doing it before I went on this journey. Okay. So stop doing that and try this instead. What you've got to do is learn to speak their language. You've got to figure out how they communicate, and you've got to start communicating like that. You've got to stop playing reaction ping pong, and you've got to press pause and get out of it. And I know you've tried to do this, okay, and I know you feel like you've tried everything, but I just give this simple exercise a go. Put down your weapons and put on your detective hats and become a detective. Okay, so stop thinking about your marriage as a huge, great, big, difficult problem that you've got to solve to survive. This is what you're programmed to do, and start thinking about it as a fun game. I want you to become a detective who's going on a secret mission, and start collecting information and start watching and paying attention. At what point in the conversation does your partner shut down? At what point does it flare up? Start paying attention. Start watching yourself. We are programmed to focus on what's outside of us, and you're programmed to search for the danger all the time. So when you're focused on your partner, you're missing everything you do. So go on an adventure, go on a secret mission to start paying attention. How does it play out like this every time? Start collecting information. Okay, when I said this, that happened. When I felt this, when they said that thing or didn't say that thing, I felt myself flood with tension. What did I do once I felt myself flood with tension? So this is a simple little exercise. If you turn it into a game where you start paying attention to yourself, you start paying attention to the sequence of events, and you can start altering your communication. You can start trying different things. And this is as simple as you talk to them via text message. It may be your partner is not good with spoken word. Maybe try texting them, see if you get more information out of them. Maybe it's better to chat when you're doing something, maybe when you're going for a walk. My way of communicating is to sit you down and have a big serious conversation. With my partner, that is gonna shut them down. I've learned less is more. I've learned to just a couple of questions while we're doing, while they're clearing up the kitchen, so it's not too intense for them. Leave it. And then, the next day, a couple more. I've learned less is more. I got very inventive in the way I communicated. And that meant when I wasn't pushing all the time, trying to communicate in my language, when I did need to have a serious conversation, I was able to say, hey, I really need to speak to you about this, because I'd created enough safety and enough trust to be able to to have those serious conversations when I wasn't trying to do it all the time. And this took a couple of years. Okay. So just want you to check in with, don't try something new for 2 weeks and then say it didn't work. You know, I learn over a couple of years to change my communication. The way I was communicating was not working, and I went on a detective mission to figure out what's happening, what's the sequence of events, how does this play out, this pattern play out, and how can I do something different, what's happening to me when my partner responds like that. Okay, so if you want to do this work, send me a message right now. I book a phone consult with me. I will spend 1 hour applying this stuff to your particular set of circumstances. We'll take a look at where you're at right now in this relationship and where you want to be, and how coaching with me will bridge the gap between the two. We'll also discuss all the specifics of what it would look like to work together. So if you're catching this on YouTube, my email address is in the description. Send me an email to book a free phone consult with me. If you're watching this on socials, send me a message right now. I can help you. If you can't communicate with your partner, it's not that there's something wrong with you. There's not that there's something wrong with the relationship. It can just be really simple stuff to tweak to get the lines of communication open. You don't have to suffer. There are simple solutions to this, and I can help you. So send me a message right now.